The hardest part about the recording is the wheelchair.
Welcome back to the Words Are Hard show, guys. We're back again early morning with some topical stuffs. Don't forget to leave your comments down below of topics that we can talk about, so we can throw them in the randomizer and get your shit out there.
They don't have to know how early it is.
Yeah, you're breaking the fourth wall now.
A little too hard.
A little too hard.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Words Are Hard show, guys.
I wasn't saying you had to start over.
We're doing it.
Fuck no.
No, we're committed now. Let's randomize.
The hat's already drying. You can't stop it.
What do we got, Mike? What do we got?
Online dating.
Okay.
This is Alex's
How is this Alex's
superior topic.
How?
Because he created online dating.
Online dating. That was weird.
You owe each other a beer.
How do you feel about online dating? First of all,
So, okay, so I have a few feelings on this. So,
He's got a few feelings.
So, are we talking about? We're gonna cover what? Plenty of Fish, Tinder.
well, I mean, we're
Okay, so
sorry. That was my impression of Bill Cosby having a stroke. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't think that we were just going to do a review of the current.
Yeah.
well, no, just
Alex
talk about,
wants to review them. All right,
Okay.
Alex, what do you think is the best online dating?
Well,
That's right. What was your experience with Grindr?
I've only ever used Tinder, except for that one time where I used Grindr just to see how
just to see.
how it
Yeah,
was.
just to see. Yeah.
But then I realized,
But
there's
bro-
no women.
but-
I actually downloaded it. I made a profile and then realized there's no women on here. I wonder why. And then found out, it's for gay men. Shit.
Oh,
So-
I had no
yeah,
idea.
like you didn't
I had
know
no
what it
idea.
was.
No clue.
Yeah, whatever.
So, with Tinder,
He was definitely sitting there, like, with his roommates, and they were like, you downloaded Grindr? He's like, yeah, I just wanted to just look. You're gay.
no. So I downloaded Tinder. This was shortly after I broke up with my last girlfriend.
I feel like I used your Tinder more than you did.
You almost did, yeah.
Because I was like, I have to find Alex a quality woman.
oh yeah. So the most logical place to look is the internet.
No, well yeah,
Well, okay. So here's the thing with Tinder is that
the world has changed.
yeah, no, most definitely.
It has,
Not necessarily for the better.
but I don't think it's changed to the fact that your best bet for finding a quality woman is the internet.
I would say it's for
Your
the
best
better.
bet for finding a hookup is on the internet.
I would say it's for the better. You could find there's good people on the internet. I mean, like,
No, there are not.
I
You
mean-
can't convince me of that.
if you
We're on the internet.
that doesn't just because there's bad people on the internet doesn't mean the internet is all bad.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
So for me, I did end up meeting some pretty cool people. Added them to Facebook and everything, and unfortunately, it didn't things didn't work out. Because distance is a thing.
And they found out you weren't really gay.
well, that's the other thing is, like, you can specify your distance.
Yeah.
So suddenly the world is so much smaller, and there was a time when it was like the people that you were in your small town with are the people that you grew old with.
Yeah.
And one of those people you were going to marry and had to be with. You had like such a small selection of people, and then all of a sudden now the whole world is like you can literally find somebody that you have a connection with on the other side of the world,
Yeah.
Prime example of this. Former roommate of mine that used to work at I almost said the name. Used to work with me. She met her now husband online, and he's actually like a
on WoW.
On music forums, because he's an actual like music producer for like techno music over in Europe. And she met him through the forums, and now she lives over in Europe with him.
And that's the other thing is
And
online
works
dating
for his company.
has become so specific that you can find people who have like-minded but all around the world.
You literally have a catalog of people that you can meet.
FarmersOnly.com is the perfect example of people who can meet like-minded farmers from anywhere in the world. Suddenly, somebody who has the same mindset as like this fucking I grow corn in Kansas just like my daddy for him, and then suddenly he's dating somebody who has a cocoa farm in Brazil. You know what I mean? Like it's
exactly. The problem.
Nothing wrong with the world becoming smaller.
No, exactly.
No.
As I want to touch on Plenty of Fish very quickly because I haven't used it myself.
Poff,
yes.
Poff.
But there's a man.
Me and my friends went on there once. You didn't have to create a profile. We wanted to see who locally was on there.
Yeah, exactly.
See, before my current wife, the only thing really for online dating that was free was Plenty of Fish. So I did try it for a brief period of time. But
you were on it?
I was.
It's cool.
But
we have a few
I couldn't find anyone on there that...
We have a few very different experiences here that we can play out.
Sure.
Because Alex is a part of a younger internet... I say younger. He's like a year younger than me.
He's like 10 years younger than me.
But he's a part of like this younger internet generation that kind of grew up with the idea of online dating.
Yeah.
You're a part of this generation that's kind of trying to adapt to it. And I'm coming from a situation where I've been with my wife since high school, so I have never been in the adult dating world.
It kind of sucks because the longer you go on, like single, the more you realize, okay, all the single ladies that are out there now are probably crazy. That's why they're not with anyone.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
There's a reason why they're still single. I mean, same to go with men. Don't get me
Alex,
wrong. I'm not being sexist.
They're just looking for the perfect you.
So, yeah, I guess as far as Plenty of Fish is concerned, there's a guy that I work with who has had nothing but bad luck on Plenty of Fish. Really, he was chatting this one woman up for I think 2 months or so, and they were gonna get ready to meet, and then she's like, "Yeah, so just so you know, I used to be a man, and I'm now a woman," and he's like, "Unfortunately, I personally can't do that, so." I'm gonna have to, bow out, and she was perfectly okay with that. That was perfectly fine. She respected him for that. But then there's another situation where he went on a date with a woman that he met on Plenty of Fish, and they went to Subway, I think, just a lunch date type thing, and
that's where I take all my first dates.
Everything's going great.
Mine was McDonald's.
Was it really?
With Jessica, yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Kind of. She was still with her ex at the time, so this was before I pulled her away.
She actually told me about your whole story there.
Yeah, you brought her to McDonald's. She ordered off the dollar menu. You were like, "I'm keeping her."
I'm in.
So with this guy, he ended up going to this lunch date with this woman, and everything's going great. She's funny. They're laughing. Everything's great, and then she comes out with this. She's like, "Yeah, so just so you know, I used to have a demon inside me. I had to have an exorcism." And so Jim, I'm gonna have to go through and blank out a lot of stuff in this. So he's like just sitting there smiling. He's like, "Yeah," and she's not kidding. And it's like, wait for the punchline. That's not.
It's not like it's still in there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why is he worried?
Yeah. So anyway, so he's just like, okay. So this woman's obviously nuts. So then a couple of friends of his walk in, and he's like, "All right, I gotta go." And then he just
under interests on her profile, she put exercise, and he was like, "Oh, sweet, I love a fit. Like I've been looking for a gym or something like that."
Yeah, she meant exorcisms.
And the gym that she exercised with was Father Jim.
That works out. So yeah, there was that. One thing I want to touch on rather quickly is MSN, like the messenger.
The old MSN Messenger.
The old.
Do you remember when you would set up like the statuses on there?
Yeah.
And you were like, it was like, I'm 12, but beer, sunglasses, Mike Gertzen, beer, sunglasses, music I'm listening to, Heart, Samantha,
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like that. It was Facebook before Facebook was
Thinking
Facebook.
of someone.
This the funniest part about all that is I know you were trying to think up a theoretical thing, but I can totally see that having actually been your title on MSN.
I wasn't making that up.
Yeah, no,
that was like
thing, yeah.
that was like that was the thing.
Exactly
or like at the time, I think it was in the 9th grade when I had first met my wife, and we had dated twice in the 9th grade, but she dumped me twice, and then we got back together in our grad
It's
year.
my favorite story.
So the first time when I was expressing interest to her, what you would do during that time is you'd very subtly put it in your MSN status. Liking someone, you know what I mean? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, who? And they drag it out of you. You know what I mean? These
They
subtle
would
hints.
immediately message you. Who is it? Who is it?
I remember doing that.
So for
I actually remember doing that too.
Oh, yeah,
Only
no,
it
it was-
wasn't for MSN for me. It was ICQ for me.
and I was about to say ICQ was almost explicitly for dating though. Like it was like
See,
I seek you. It's
I know, but that was never
We already
why
had this
I had
conversation.
it.
I know we already had.
I
this
know we
conversation,
did,
right?
but that was never why I had it. I had it because I used it like MSN. Right?
Yeah.
And then MSN came along. And anyway, that's not the topic. Topic is online dating.
Right. So, a buddy of mine was having an argument with his cousin over.
That he met on online dating.
No, she was over in England. So, her cousin, being British, said to him, "I feel shit," and to him, being 15 years old, is
Oh,
like,
I get it.
oh well. Oh, so like, did you shit yourself? Right? Like, they in England they
I
leave out a lot of
physically
words.
feel poop.
I physically feel poop. Like, exactly. So he brings me into this conversation, and he's like, Alex, what do you feel like? If someone were to say this to you, what would your reaction be? And I'm like, it feels like you shit yourself. Anyway, so I ended up talking to this girl for months and months, and feelings developed. Like, it was an actual thing. Yeah, the girl who pooped herself. No, so like feelings developed like online. It was
poopy feelings.
a very weird situation.
And you were like, after months and months of communicating, you were like, I feel shit too.
Something like that. Anyway, so I ended up meeting her. She ended up coming down under very unfortunate circumstances. And
you, that would be unfortunate.
She came down on unfortunate
or you're gonna feel like shit now. Or her father, biological father, committed suicide. There's that too. Yeah, now you feel like.
Why would I feel like shit?
Anyway, so met up with her.
Did she sound like she's from London?
She very much did. Yeah. Well, she
That's
moved.
cute.
She moved from
That
here.
was a terrible
She moved from here when she was 7, and then moved over there. Right. So, anyway, she oddly enough ended up being my first kiss.
What kind of an accent did she have?
Just kind of your generic. She's from Portsmouth, so the birthplace of either Charles Darwin or that other guy who's
Jack the
name I can't
Ripper?
remember. No, I'm pretty sure he was London. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, yeah. So like a southeast or southwest away from London accent. I don't know.
Ooh, a West End girl. The Jersey Shore of England.
But yeah, so I mean, it's I understand where how you can end up gaining feelings for someone online. One of our viewers who I was actually talking to who gave us the topic, he met his wife on an online forum as well, and he was actually talking to one of her friends first.
Yeah.
Had feelings for her, and then he got an accidental message from her one day that was meant for someone else. It's a whole big, Anyway, he ended up going down there to meet her, and there's a whole big drama fest. And after the dust settled, he ended up with his wife, and here we are 14, 15 years later. Probably I don't know how long it is, but he's married her and he has kids, and it's they met online. So I'm terribly sorry for botching that, but yeah,
our
does
viewers
happen.
are used to you botching stories by now,
much,
so
yeah.
it's okay.
So
Yeah, that was a rough one.
yeah, a lot, yeah.
No, I what do you think about unconventional dating, online dating type things? So when I was in high school, I had this friend. He was like, when we were 16, 17, he was like 19, 20-ish. And he was dating one of my friends. And he revealed to her that he's like, okay, I have a wife on World of Warcraft.
Like a fake marriage in the game?
Yeah, like they got married in game and they stayed communicated and they had this online relationship that never developed in person, so they both just continued to do their own things in person, but when they were in game or online, that's who they were with.
And I hate...
It didn't work out with these two people.
No.
I'm shocked.
Right?
I'm shocked it didn't work.
It's crazy. But
I mean, I can understand, where he's coming from, but...
Really?
It's...
You've had a lot of online marriages?
No, I haven't. But...
Your RuneScape wives.
RuneScape...
How many RuneScape wives did you have?
I didn't know there was a marriage function in RuneScape.
There's not a marriage function in World of Warcraft, so that's why I'm trying to understand how he married someone.
I thought there was a marriage function.
No.
No.
The only game I know of that's an online... Well, I mean, I'm sure there's more, but the one that I know of that I've played before that has a marriage function is Elder Scrolls Online.
Is there a marriage function in that?
Sort of, yeah.
Can you and I get married in Elder Scrolls?
We technically could, yes. And there's actually an experience boost bonus to if you quest with your significant other.
Greg.
I used to have a set of the rings to allow you to... I don't know what I did with
before the internet.
Is this about to happen?
Will you marry me on World of Warcraft or
Elder Scrolls Online?
Elder Scrolls Online with my what was my female character's name?
I don't even remember.
Was it Pootie Tang or Booty Tang?
It's Booty Tang.
Booty Tang.
Pootie Tang is her shitty
Ex-wife.
cheating ex-husband.
Yeah.
Ex-husband, yeah.
With the afro and the big giant twirly mustache.
Yeah. Booty Tang. He's got that shit going on.
Yeah.
Alex, will you be the best man at my Elder Scrolls Online wedding?
I technically could
to Greg.
But that's the best part though about the game is that you have to buy these 2 rings, and you have to perform a ceremony at a certain shrine in order to be able to...
Applying art to life, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that's the only game that I've
Life
played.
to art,
I know
sorry.
There's other games that you can quote unquote get married in the game.
That's
the only one
I think I played
Is
one
this
technically.
happening?
Yeah, this is happening. This has to happen at this point. This is just amazing.
That's funny. That's funny.
I
told you I wanted to do a proposal on
yeah.
somebody on the show. I didn't think it was me. I didn't think it would be Booty Tang.
Booty Tang.
No, I don't know. There's a lot of people who are kind of against online dating who see it as like you
It's
mentioned.
a taboo, yeah.
Yeah, or just a way to hook up. And yeah, there is people online who are there to hook up. There's people online with all kinds of intentions.
Oh,
you
I
know what I mean? So it's like...
Well, that's why I need to clarify. I'm not against online dating. I just... If I had to go back and do it all again, I don't think I personally would try to do it through online dating because I don't have the patience to weed through those that are just looking for a hookup or those looking for an actual relationship.
Well, that's the thing, is usually there's a filter.
No, but from what little bit of experience
I don't have the patience for this.
What little bit of experience I had with Plenty of Fish before I met my wife was that filter didn't matter. There's still people that just
go
through everything just because they're hoping to hook up.
The thing is, I'm not making a comment on age or anything.
No.
But I feel like in the early stages of online dating and Plenty of Fish and the free stuff,
it was probably different.
The mindset was like, oh, this is a tool to hook up. Before people developed the mindset to say, hey, we can. Yeah. This is like you can make legitimate connections on this shit.
Yeah, and I know you can make legitimate connections. I know you can.
Except for when you get a notification from Tinder at 3:00 in the morning saying, "Hey, let's fuck." You're like, oh.
Okay.
It's like, well, you're
fine. You've twisted my arm.
Well, you're a bot because you have 2 pictures of yourself and they're both of different people.
But if the internet has taught me anything, it's that the bots are the most fun to screw with when it comes to Tinder.
I got a bot message on Imgur of all things that said, "Hey, blah blah blah, we should hook up," and I was like, fuck you.
Check out my
she was
webcam
like,
here.
Oh yeah? And I was like, oh Jesus Christ. And it was like, you want to see some pics? And I was like, nope. And it was like,
here they are.
Here's a link. You can sign up for a membership here to see blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, neat.
Neat.
Like they don't really even try.
No.
I know I couldn't put myself in the mindset of somebody who'd be like, I need that.
Well, it's like, speaking of imagery, you'll see a lot of times there's certain people that will post on their Tinder interactions.
Yeah.
And his pickup lines. And you'll be reading through 3 or 4 funny ones, and every once in a while it'll throw in one there that, God damn it, you're a bot, aren't you?
I don't know. If somebody's going to do online dating, they can't take themselves too seriously, I don't think.
No.
Because
some people do see it as very desperate.
Well,
that's the thing.
But see, that I don't agree with. I don't think it's desperate, because it's like Mike said exactly. It's just today's day and age, you have to expand outside the box. You can't just...
If anything, to be fair, from the outside looking in, from somebody who hasn't dated as an adult, I see people who go to like the bars and clubs and stuff as desperate.
Yes.
I see people who go to the bars and clubs for the sole purpose of trying to find or meet somebody. I feel like
you're meeting someone at their drunkest.
Yeah, you're
most likely when they're like doing shots between other women's tits.
Well, people are going out and saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out and have a good time," and what's involved in people's mindsets of good time, right, is just straight fucking. Like, you're not gonna have like a meaningful connection at the bar unless the. I would love to hear a story where 2 designated drivers met.
I'm pretty sure it's happened.
Oh, I'm sure
it's happened. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you're sober too.
All right, let's chat.
Lemonade? Yeah, me too. Yay. Party.
Sure. All right, which one's yours? Oh, the drunk one in the corner there? Oh,
which
yeah,
one's yours?
Mine's up there on the stage making a fool of themselves right now.
Which one's yours?
Which one's yours? I love it.
That's hilarious. I've been the designated driver before.
I usually was.
And I was never able to pick out other designated drivers.
It's hard.
No. Although I do kind of like that bartenders won't, I guess, sort of talk down to you.
Yeah.
Like, you've been drunk at the bar before, and
you've had a problem,
and
you made a fool of yourself.
Yeah. Or like, you're like, hey, can I get this? And they're like, oh, fucking drunk. But like, I've been a designated driver before, and I'm just like, hey, you know, blah blah blah. Like, I usually go to dualies, so it's like, oh, this isn't working. They're like, oh yeah, just a sec, I'll help you out.
Yeah, you're sober. I can deal with you.
I mean, there was one time I was sober driving where the bartender.
You've never been a sober driver.
Dualies.
He said one time.
One time. And yeah, the bartender just gave me, free drinks for the.
And it's like, and it's like, oh, people treat you like a person when you're not fucking wasted.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Not trashing the joint.
Anyway, online dating lessons learned.
I come from a different time.
Online dating is a perfectly viable option. Don't knock it until you try it, or at least till you meet someone.
But it does take patience.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Lessons learned. Just like I said, don't take yourself too seriously. Put yourself out there, but make sure that you are a part of the specific niche. Don't just jump on JDate because you can't find anybody on fucking Tinder.
Or Christian Mingle.
Yeah. Or Farmers Only. Or whatever other ones are out there that are specific to a certain niche group of people.
Thanks for watching that episode of the Words of Heart Show, guys. Don't forget to leave your comments down below of future topics that we can talk about. Give this video a like and share it with your friends so that we can just to help us grow, basically. We also have a shirt store downstairs, or down in the description below. Where's downstairs at? We have a shirt store in the comments below. You can get our faces on your stuff and be happy about it. So if you want to subscribe, you can go ahead and click the little button right here. If you want to check out the last video that we had, you can click between Mike and Greg. And thanks for watching.